Guys, Andrew here, outside of Echo's Pizza here in Long Beach with Derek Easley. We just had our Scary in Cinema, our Halloween horror meeting. How you doing, Derek?
I'm hot and sweaty and tired, but feeling good. The meeting was successful, thank God.
I believe I counted, what was it, 9 speakers?
Yes, indeed.
We had a wide range of speakers. You've been actually collecting a nice handful of speakers each meeting that you have. Like, I think 9 is a good average that you hold, right?
Yeah, we've had a couple 10, 15 speaker meetings. I think our record recently was like 16 or something. But yeah, those are crazy. But it's fun. It's good to get all these interesting people. It's a wealth of riches to have all these fantastic, talented people offering their wisdom to our members.
Myself being one of them. I am one of the OG members.
Show the shirt here. Original gangster right here, Andrew Brown. 2012.
Yeah. Yep, 2012, 2013. And we did quite a number of projects. In fact, I brought the scripts for the SPAT, Smooth Criminals, and I believe it was That Delicious Pie.
Nice. I just launched a new website, and I put the SPAT short on there. That was fun. That was one of our first, actually, I think our first LBAFA short, starring Mindy Robinson. And it's about a vampire and a werewolf on a date. And you don't know that they're a vampire and a werewolf. And they're arguing in a restaurant. And we shot it all guerrilla style that night of our first big general meeting. Because we did meetings beforehand, like at what's it called? Portfolios and stuff, our planning meetings. And that was our first like big general meeting at the Pizza and Garden Place or something, right?
Pizza Place and Garden Cafe.
Yeah, and it was awesome. We just had the two lead actors arguing on a date, and you figure out one's a vampire, one's a werewolf, and then we just had them all freeze, and they just got each murdered in fast pace, and we rotoscoped like the blood and like cheesy Looney Tunes type special effects, but it was fun. It was a great shoot. And, yeah, we've always kind of had a thing for horror, haven't we?
That's very true, and I've been lucky enough to be a makeup artist on a number of these projects of yours.
Yeah, you made me a zombie, a killer clown. You've made me lots of interesting creatures.
Yeah.
And then we did a live event together where we were both clowns and scaring kids. We lost our voices, I think, too, didn't we?
Yeah, that was with Fear Station and Shadowwalk Productions with Dustin and Ed Mayberry. They've been a little below the radar, but we're looking forward to seeing them come back.
I just had a great phone call with Dustin. He's out of town right now, but he was talking to me about all these awesome things that he's got planned with Shadowbrook, with going back into like the film production and special effects stuff. So looking forward to collaborating with him and make some weird, scary stuff. Yeah, we had lots of awesome guest speakers tonight. We had Craig Reed, who might be hiding behind the camera over there, and he was in the original Reanimator. And we had Pat Jankowitz, who writes for Fangoria and has published 3 different books, and he's a creature actor. Zoe Zukowski, who just did some work on Universal's La Llorona. I can never pronounce that correctly, but it looks awesome. And Perry Teo, who's made like 15 theatrical and video feature films and done all this awesome stuff, written books, and man, just all these people. Sam Mason, who's got Normal Terror coming out, which Craig Reed worked on, and lots of cool natural prosthetics and stuff. And who am I forgetting? Elena Madison, who's a Scream Queen, done everything in the business. She's awesome. She's a legend. Who else was in that panel? There's so many good people.
It wasn't even just the panel, but half the people in the panel brought their entourage.
Yes.
Sam brought Steve Stonesaver.
Thank you, Craig, for saying.
And basically, I'm going to put as many of the links as I can find down below this video. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button.
I remember Chris Von Hoffman. The guy's awesome. He's made 2 movies, and they've both gotten distribution. One's called Drifter on Netflix, and the one that's coming out next month, theatrical, is called Monster Party. He's an upcoming rock star in the horror industry. So, like, we were really fortunate. We had creatures, we had makeup people, we had actors, we had writers. It was a pretty awesome panel, awesome night.
Yeah, and let's step away from the meeting. You got to tell me, what are you doing with this VR gig that you've been posting around a bit. I don't know if you can share too much details, but you've been posting things about VR, and I know that's kind of like the next step in film, where you just put the goggles on and congratulations, you're Ash Ketchum, and you're going to kill all those monsters.
You're in the Matrix now. You're in the what do they call it in Ready Player One? You're in the Oasis. So I'm really thankful for this opportunity. We worked on an unrelated thing earlier this year for eBay, which used augmented reality and like VR stuff. And so I always wanted to actually shoot real VR stuff. And this opportunity came up with my producing partner, Jonathan Sterrett. And the company is called Amaze VR. They're the #3 app on the Oculus, right behind like Netflix and the Jurassic Park experience. And it's crazy because as a traditional filmmaker, I'm used to, shooting a 2-shot of me and Andrew, and then a 1 shot of Andrew, and then an over-the-shoulder shot, and then, medium shot, and then close-up. You do cinematic editing to tell a story. With VR, you're almost like shooting a play at some points. You can do creative editing, but you have to be careful, and the #1 rules is to not make your viewers sick. And we're shooting in 4K 3D, and it's 180 degrees. There is 360 stuff, but this site's hosting 180 because only 4% of people, I guess, turn all the way around. I'm one of those jerks who do that. But even with the 180 space, it's really cool because you're completely immersive and you're in this world. And we've shot stuff for the Long Beach Zombie Fest. We shot the Dirty Little Secrets, who've been friends of LBAFA over the years. We did the Huntington Beach Air Show in 3D, which is really cool. We've done dogs in the park. We're doing kittens coming up. And we did some red carpet stuff. We did some stuff for Access Hollywood and for a book launch. And one of the things I had the most fun on is I got to write, direct, and produce a project that they greenlit called Campfire of Death. And it's a horror film. And we shot it at Bradford Young's house, another OG LBAFA speaker and member. And it's 4 kids hanging around a campfire telling ghost stories. And then the creatures that they're talking about manifest. And it's a 1-take film. It looks amazing in VR 3D. We're really excited about it. We have a talk show coming up in VR. And then we have a bigger horror film coming out, which I'd love to get my boy Andrew to come do some makeup on. And maybe get Craig to come play a creature on. And that is called Blood and Candy. And that's going to be awesome. It's going to be set during Halloween, of course. And bad things happen, ladies and gentlemen. So check that out. Check out Amaze VR. Go buy yourself an Oculus because Amaze VR's got a partnership with them. And they're one of the best VR goggles. And, go get plugged in. Go get into the Matrix.
Great. Now I have to find all the links for that stuff now, too. Check down below.
Just look at Amaze VR.
Yeah, okay. Amaze VR. Link down below. Derek, I want to thank you for coming on our show.
So much, yeah.
And obviously, I'm going to have you come back because there's a lot of updates and everything like that, as well as basically once we find a good home, we're going to have like a little seating area instead of making our legs tired and everything. Awesome. So we're going to be all good.
I like being on the street. We were just in the park, we're on a bus stop, we're all around, man on the street. And I want to thank you, Andrew, because you have been so supportive over the years to cosplayers, to actors, to horror people, to filmmakers, to everyone in the indie film community, especially as a founding member of LBAFA and a leader of LBAFA back in the day and coming back to LBAFA. And it's just been awesome working with you and just seeing how you've helped people and mentored people. And it's just cool. It's always good to have friends who support other people in the film community. It's awesome.
All right, guys. Once again, I'm going to remind you, down below, like button, subscribe button. Hit that little bell thing if you want to be notified whenever I post anything, or just want to poke a button. Buttons are your friends when it comes to these videos. But anyways, happy scaring, happy October, happy Halloween. Have a good night.